Hi everyone, I am Istiak Jubayer, working as cybersecurity intern in CyberSapiens United LLP. And today I am walking you through my hands-on exploration of Splunk, a tool I discovered to build real practical skills in security operations. Let's go into it. What is Splunk? Splunk is a SIEM tool used for log collection, monitoring, and analysis in SOC environment. My learning journey was end to end. I did. I didn't just read about Splunk. I set up searches data, build dashboards, configured alerts, and run actual security investigations. Let me make it through each of those steps. This is the installation and initial configuration of Splunk. I download MSI file from Splunk website. I install and provide user ID and password. After the installation, I open Splunk browser in HTTP. I change the settings, enable SSL. Then I restarted Splunk and access to Splunk using HTTPS. In task 1, we did Splunk basic searching and search language fundamentals. In this task, we worked on a index named audit. We identify failed login attempts. This is how we understand how events, fields, and timestamps are used in these searches. In task 2, we create reports and dashboards using Splunk. Here, we monitored failed login attempts using index audit. We displayed the results using pie chart, table, and raw event logs. This is the example shown in the figure. In task 3, we used Splunk lookup features. In this task, from Splunk input data, we got the status code, and from lookup files, we got the descriptions. Using Splunk lookup, we got the final output, and it's make our analysis efficient because we directly get the descriptions from our results. In task 4, we we are working on configuring schedule reports and alerts. We created a automated report which is named daily failed login summaries. In this report, we schedule it for 9 p.m. every day, and it generates last 24 hours failed login data. We configure some report permissions in email delivery method, attachment category like PDF, CSV, etc. This is how we make our day-to-day analysis efficient. We don't need to go for manual intervention. In task 5, we worked on pivot uses in Splunk. We analyzed web access logs from our tutorial data using Splunk pivot. We, we used the data set used from index equal to data source type access combined W cookie. We analyze the request by different user agents. We visualize trends over time. This is the graphical representation from the pivot, and this is the trend over the time. In task 6, we worked on index creation and file path monitoring. We configured Splunk to create new indexes for storing log data. We monitored Windows event logs and VMware inventory files. We collected logs using local event logs, file directories monitoring, and we created few indexes, say for local event logs, OS data, for file and directories monitoring, investigation, and we perform search using SPL for our newly created indexes, and we analyze the data and investigate the trends and other observations. In index creation, we structured a file using different methods like regular expression, regex, delimiter based extraction, CSV commas. We created fields like account ID, vendor ID, device status based on our log. We can create different fields. We configured file path monitoring and real-time log ingestion, learned how alerts can detect unusual file or status changes. We applied role-based access control to protect sensitive log data. We improved understanding of SIEM workflows also. Task 7 was regarding Splunk Universal Forwarder installation and uses. We installed and configured Splunk Forwarder on Windows 10 and Kali Linux machine. We configured firewall rules and receiving ports. We connected forwarders to Splunk indexers. We monitored data ingestion through Splunk data summary in our server machine. We learned the difference between universal forwarder and heavy forwarder. In task 8, we analyzed firewall logs using Splunk Enterprise and Splunk Security Essentials. We installed and configured Splunk Security Essentials, Palo Alto Networks add-on for Splunk. We worked with bots v1 and bots v2 datasets, and we investigate firewall source types, FGT traffic, PAN traffic, FGT for FortiGate, PAN for Palo Alto Network. We perform raw log breakdown traffic analysis, and we reviewed firewall actions, allow traffic, deny traffic, net translation, incomplete sessions. We also detected potential attack behavior. In this task, we identified a DOS and DDoS attack. We observed a blocked telnet connection attempts. We analyzed HTTPS traffic on port 443, and we investigated complete sessions indicating failed communication, possible scanning, probing activity. We mapped detection with MITRE attack concepts. We improved understanding of firewall log analysis, threat detection, SOC monitoring, and investigation from this task. Task 9 was about Windows Sysmon log analysis. In this task, we identify potential malicious process activity using Sysmon log in Splunk. We detected indicators of lateral movement, privilege escalation, persistence, and suspicious network connections. There are some prerequisites for this task. We install Microsoft Sysmon add-on for Splunk. We install Sys internal suite, Words Beyond from Words Beyond dataset. We we identify few mandatory fields like win event, XML win event, something like that. We monitor process creation, execution activity. We investigate file creation and registry modification. We analyze network connection initiated by the processes. We track user-based process execution during specific time frames. And we got some important security insights that Windows security logs provide Active Directory based information, event ID and process ID correlation helps trace attacker activity. Sysmon event IDs improve visibility into endpoint behavior, parent-child process relationship, help identify suspicious execution patterns. There are few event ID showing us, for example, It improved our threat hunting and log analysis skill from the Splunk, and which improve our understanding of our attacking techniques, and it's a nice practical experience of investigating Windows endpoint security events. In task 10, we worked on malware outbreak analysis. We used a bots v3 dataset in this task. We investigate Sysmantec logs, Sysmantec behavior files, Sysmantec risk file. In this task, we detected ransomware behavior, suspicious PowerShell activity, registry modification, malware execution from temp and app data folders. We identify affected Windows 8 points and persistence infections. Malware, we detected few malware variants like ransomware, Trojan, downloader, worm. We observed few Sysmantec actions, quarantine, deletion, process termination. We applied 12-step ransomware investigation methodology, identify infected hosts, analyze malware behavior, investigate internal movement, contain compromised systems. We followed IRM ransomware playbook for containment, eradication, recovery, security improvement. In task 11, it was about phishing email analysis using Splunk. We analyze suspicious email to identify phishing attempts and malicious intent. In this task, we use MX Toolbox. We checked SPF status, pass or fail. We extract sender email IP address, analyze reputation using Cisco Talos intelligence. This is how we examine email content, links, attachment, and spook domain and social engineering indicators. And you determine email authenticity, risk level, and possible impact on users or organizations. We also worked on integration and incident response for phishing email. We integrate email header into SMTP logs, into SMTP enterprise for monitoring and analysis. As a demo, we used free SMTP servers. We created dummy email and we created automated response. We also followed playbook IRM 16 for phishing, for containment, investigation, and mitigation procedures. Now, key takeaways from the Splunk. The learnings. Splunk is powerful for searching, filtering, and analyzing machine data. Log correlation is very critical for identifying patterns and detecting threats. Its visibility security better than any other tools, which leads a stronger defense. And if you think about career relevance, SOC analyst role, alignment through hands-on detection and analysis, cybersecurity transition supported by practical SIEM experience. It's a high demand skill for modern security operation teams. We showcase this learning in LinkedIn, hands-on Splunk projects demonstration and real technical capability, real-world detection use cases to highlight analytic skill, SOC ready skill to appeal to recruiter and hiring managers. So this is an example of my sharing in LinkedIn. If I conclude, Splunk enables proactive threat detections and boost cyber SOC efficiency. That's all for now. Thank you. Thanks for watching.